orange dude. He's been known to fly off the top of the pencil across the room. Dude. So anyway, this is the answer key to grammar. Yeah, that's it. Section 9.1b, which shows participles and participial phrases with their diagrams. So if you have finished the stuff on the left, which I have just covered, and the diagrams on the bottom, we are ready to go. If not, please finish that up first. And if the orange guy will just move out of the way now, then we'll be about our business. Okay. So anyway, number 1. Remember, it's used as a verb if it has a helping verb with it and it's showing the action of the sentence. If it's telling you which one, what kind, how many, acting like an adjective, then it's an adjective or participial adjective. So number 1, teacher is running. Oh, okay, that's so helping verb is, main verb running, that's a verb. Number 2, running shoes tells me what kind of shoes, that's participle. 3, dented, so it's what kind of fender, the dented fender. Number 4, somebody dented the bumper of my car. Okay, that's the action, right? So that's verb. Number 5, will be moving is the whole verb phrase. Moving is the main verb, so that is V. Number 6, they'll need to rent a moving van. Moving tells me what kind of van, and I'll admit right now that the diagram on this guy is a little intense, and there's 2 on the back that are also. So if they were a little extra challenging, that's okay. And I'll show you 2 possibilities for diagramming this baby. And then number 7, misplaced tells me what kind of memo or which memo, the misplaced memo. So they were V, P, P, V, V, P, P. There they are. And then the diagrams on 2, 4, and 6. 2 and 4 we'll put up first, and then we'll look at 2 options for number 6, one of which you might have had. Number 2, I line through, forgot, line 2, shoes. Which shoes? My. What kind of shoes? Running shoes. And please remember that the participial adjective should be on a slanted, or not a slanted and curvy line, right? It slants just like a regular adjective would, but then it curves to show that it's a participial adjective. Number 4, someone line through dented line 2, bumper. When? Just. Which bumper? The bumper. Which bumper? Of car. What car? My car. And then there's 2 options we could do. The first one is the real version, what it really should be and what it will be once we've done infinitives in a couple of sections. But for now, it's quite possibly we might have done something like this and just done they line through, will need line 2, van. What kind of van? A moving van with a curvy line on moving. The real deal, though, is that the infinitive phrase to rent a moving van is being used as the direct object. So it goes they, line through, will need, line 2, and then up on a little platform. It's kind of like a lounge chair, but then it has an object too, right, to rent, and then van is the object of the infinitive, and a moving van. Again, if you didn't get that diagram, don't freak out. If you had it something like the second one, totally fine at this point for a couple more days. Then the back side. Misplaced tells me what the person did, or what we think the person did, right? Whom do you think misplaced the memo? So someone misplaced the memo. So that's a verb. Number 9, experience tells me what kind of pilot. So that's the participial adjective. Number 10, I experienced air sickness. That's the verb, right? That's the action. Number 11, living tells me what kind of creature. So it's a participial adjective, a living creature. Number 12, the living conditions in the tenement. So again, tells me what kind of conditions. If you wonder what tenement is, it basically refers to like the land of cement or concrete. So it'd be kind of like project housing in an urban area. Number 13, chilling. Right before it is the helping verb is, so is chilling. That one's acting as a verb. Number 14, what kind of tale? A chilling tale. Participial adjective. Number 15, proposed tells me which amendment, the proposed amendment. So that one is also a participial adjective. So these went V, P, V, P, P, V, P, P. And here come some diagrams. The first two are admittedly intense, okay? So if you did not get the first two completely right, don't fret that at all. If you didn't get the last two right, you should be fretting a little bit because they're pretty easy. But this first one, you just had to remember back to noun clauses, because actually this is totally doable. A couple months ago it wasn't, but now it is, because we know how to do these clauses, and it was just the last chapter, or the last two chapters. So if you look back at your notes for those, you got it, right? So I, line through, hope, line 2, and then the noun clause is being used as the direct object, and it's I, line through, have, line 2, pilot. What kind of pilot? And experience, and that goes on the curvy line. Where? On flight. Which flight? This flight. And then remember, if the relative pronoun that starts, or if there's a there or that or something like that, relative pronoun or other word that doesn't seem to really do anything in the clause, it gets its own little platform and gets a dotted line to the verb. Next one, Molly was surprised. Now there's two ways to do the was surprised, because we can think of it as a passive voice verb, in which case it would be she was surprised. In other words, something surprised her, right? If we were really proper about this, we would put surprised up as a participial predicate adjective. But the one we were really worrying about was living, so we're going to move on. And this is the infinitive phrase, which now is being used as an adverb. Like, how was she surprised? Well, to learn. And then again, we have a noun clause, right? Because it's the direct object. Oyster is slanty line creature, a living creature with a curvy, and an oyster. And then again, we've got this that really doesn't do anything, so it just sits above. Those were admittedly pretty substantial diagrams. These next two are pretty easy, so I hope everybody got them. If not, you've been sleeping. Carmen, line through, is chilling. Line 2, cola. Which cola? The cola. Number 15, amendment. Line through was slanty line 2, controversial. How controversial? Very controversial. Adverb of degree. Which amendment? The proposed. And remember, participial adjectives get curved lines in the adjective position. And that's it. So we'll see you at the next lesson, and I hope you have a good day. And the orange guy says goodbye.